슬라이드 처음 봐서 삽입을 하려면 좋아하는 거지.
I forgot to write on my student number. Sorry. I will start my presentation about climate change, which is specifically focused on the impact of overpopulation in South Africa. This is Africa, and this is a picture which is taken by UNICEF, which emphasizes the hunger of these African people. And this is the significance of desertification which occurs in Africa. Then I will give a definition about South Africa, because sometimes people confuse about North Africa and South Africa. The definition of South Africa is officially for below Sahara Desert, including semi-arid area which is called the Sahel, and tropical forest which is called the jungle, and with tropical grasslands which are called the savanna, and some desert which are some desert etc. Those mainly black people live in this continent. Why? The reason why I choose South Africa's overpopulation because this continent is famine, which means hunger is the most severe important issue at worldwide. Something this famine from drought is a natural disaster that human can deal with. However, I think humans have a responsibility at this disaster. This is a massive death of cattle which is caused by massive drought in Sahel grasslands, and this is the impact of desertification in grasslands. So grassland turned into desert. First, I'll say about overpopulation in tropical forest area. This characteristic is one is soil, which is called laterite. It colors red because of its rain to lot and iron melt into it. This is not enough in energy because there are few fallen leaves, so there are not enough nutrition supply, and rain wash away the nutrition. They are depend on traditional methods of living such as fire agriculture and cut down woods for living. Why it becomes a problem? Because before they maintain the traditional method of living that can be sustained. Before population low, if natural resources depleted in this area, they move to another area for restoring. After they come back, these natural resources are restored and they can continue their living method. However, now population high, there are not enough surplus place, so they continue depleting resources in the same area. And land loses energy of restoring, so lands are become weaker and weaker, and not fertile, become barren, arid area. It is especially serious for tropical area because lateral soil is exposed directly to ground due to depletion. Then when it exposed to sunlight, it becomes hardened and plants are hard to grow. And soil becomes hardened, plants are hard, become and wastelands. Without tree, water storage down, which are less humid than before. Clouds are less than before. Then precipitation lower. Then may become these tropical forests are become such as grassland, savanna, or some wasteland, which are natural resources and organisms are lower than before. And this is a great impact of desertification in this area, which are become wasteland and between these tropical forests. And the second part of I explain is Sahel. Sahel means dry in Arabic language. Semi-arid grasslands below Sahara Desert, which are called steppe climate in official classifying. in this area, people depend on nomad by raising cattle such as sheep and cows, and depend on agriculture by underground water. Why is the problem? Because it is the same population growth, people raise their number of cattle for their living, and grasslands wiped out. There are no soil grabber, then topsoil flow away at their strong wind in their area. Agriculture use underground water, barren area, and become saltified because of this underground water. Does not wash away its salt. And low water contains temperature rise and fall strongly, and it is worsened that precipitation down and become a desert which plants cannot grow. Why I mentioned Africa? There are many areas that have desertification, but Africa is the most severe area because of people increase, population increase the most, and illiteracy is the highest and suffer from civil wars. How to solve? Africans have limited opportunity to scientific agriculture, so people in worldwide have to supply agriculture machines which can adapt to this harsh environment, and need to control their population by natural campaign and propaganda. And alternatives needs to end their wars and provide appropriate education to children, so make them not to depend on these traditional method of living. And worldwide help to live their own by reducing debt and supporting planting technology to this country, so these people to find their own living method. Thank you.
Hi everyone. My name is Silgi, and today I want to talk about carbon emission and carbon footprint. Well, first, I want to explain what is carbon emission. Some confusion about the difference between carbon and carbon dioxide. So I want to explain about this. Carbon is the element that combines with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide. So for every one molecule of carbon, there are two molecules of oxygen. Then it can be carbon dioxide, and then. Then carbon dioxide, where it comes from? You can see this graph. So 91% of carbon dioxide, it comes from fossil fuels and cement, like this. And this is very few, so I don't want to talk about this. Then where it goes? The 50% of this carbon dioxide is going to our atmosphere, and another half is going to land or oceans. But today I want to only talk about CO2 because it can be a problem in this world. Does it have any problem of carbon dioxide? Yes. What is the effect? Every time we burn fossil fuels such as gas, coal, or oil, carbon dioxide is released into our atmosphere. And we are doing it so quickly that plants or trees that are alive now have no chance of soaking it up. The overall temperature of the planet is increasing, and it causes greenhouse effect, and it causes global warming at last. And carbon footprint, I think everyone knows about this. A carbon footprint is a measure of the impact human activities have on the environment. It is measured in units of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gas emissions produced. Well, we already calculate our personal footprint before, so I think you guys may know well about this list already. But I want to explain this. Each of the following activities add 1 kilogram of CO2 to your personal carbon footprint. First, when we travel by our public transportation, like train or bus a distance of 10 to 12 kilometer, it can make 1 kilogram of CO2. And second, when we operate our computer for 32 hours, or when we produce 2 plastic bottles, or when we make 1/3 of an American cheeseburger, it can make 1 kilogram of CO2. So when we eat our 1 cheeseburger, we make 3.1 kilogram of CO2. So this, okay. Like we can see our daily life in 비타오백 or 옥수수 수염차. There is a carbon footprint in our daily life. Or our daily behaviors are making carbon dioxide and our footprint proves it. Then how to solve it? How to reduce our carbon footprint? Here's a list of simple things we can do immediately. First, turn it off when not in use, like our television, DVD player, computer, and etc. Second, turn down the central heating slightly. Just try to 1 to 2 degrees Celsius. Just 1 degree even can help reduce our heating bill and our footprint. And third, do your weekly shopping in a single trip. And fourth, share your car to work or kids' school run. But we don't have our keys. And finally, use the bus or a train rather than our car. Do you want to live with them forever? Or they're very cute. Do you want to preserve like our beautiful environment?
Yes.
It will start from our daily life by our little efforts. Thank you for listening.